-11 Celsius degrees. Quite a nice winter weather. I'm driving on a job. Customer called me a few weeks ago. Storm had fell a spruce on a storage roof, and she wanted an estimation about the price and sent me some pictures, and I gave him a price, and now she ordered the job and I'm driving there. This started like many jobs. A message, a few photos and one big question: how much will it cost? From the pictures it looked like one spruce, one roof, one cleanup. But roof jobs are never one quick cut. They are slow, careful and full of surprises. People usually want to know the price, and because I have about 30 kilometers driving and one single tree on a roof, I didn't drive there for the estimation. I did it by the pictures, and it's always interesting to see how does it actually looks like. Soon we are going to know more. Photos tell you the shape, but they don't tell you the pressure points. And pressure points are what make roof work dangerous. Let's come into business after we are on the location. At first glance it looks like it's already down. So what's the problem? The problem is it's down in the worst place possible. If I'm wrong here, the trunk can roll, slide, kick back, or the root ball can shift. And because it's on a roof, the tree is already pushing and storing energy. So, before I cut anything, I slow down. On the ground, you can step away. On a roof job, a bad move can trap you. I want to know what is loaded, what is frozen, and what could move suddenly. Okay, I'm going to cut the root ball first, and I think it's leaning to its place on the left, so I don't have to worry going to come above me. But we are going to see it soon. I'm going to do anyway a little bit longer stump, so if it falls on me I won't be squeezed. First check the root ball. If the root ball shifts the wrong way, it can stand the tree up or throw it toward you. Even if it looks stable, I plan like it can still move. That's why I leave a longer stump, more space, less chance of getting pinned. Okay, I'm not going to go further because it's always dangerous to do the showing above your shoulder. But now I'm going to go on this other side and cut the trunk from the root bone. Second check. My own position. The tree is already dangerous, so I don't add bad body position to the list. No cutting above the shoulder. If I can't do it safely from here, I move every time. As you see, the trunk is pushing back to the stump, and it's natural because it's on the roof. This is frozen, so it won't go on its place. But anyway, I do the limping and cut it from there. Third check, compression. See the curve closing, that's stored energy. On a roof, the trunk is bent and trapped, and because it's frozen, it doesn't slide smoothly, it sticks until it suddenly doesn't. Okay. Let's go on the other side. I'm going to need my MS500. This is so thick. So, I changed the plan. No big hero cut. I take it in controlled piece. I keep moving to the safe side and I cut where the tree is giving me permission, not where I wish it would. And when it's too thick for the small saw, I don't force it. I switch to the MS500 and keep the work clean. Okay, next piece.
Okay, then the next piece. Oh shit.
There it is. The problem isn't only the trunk. The problem is it's hung up on its branches and frozen in place. So instead of sliding off piece by piece, it can stay stuck, then release all at once. And here is the payoff. It wasn't the trunk holding it, it was the branches. Once that branch finally breaks, the whole tree changes attitude. That's why I stayed out of the line of fire, kept it controlled. Because the moment it releases, that's when people get hurt.
There is not only damage for the roof, I think the whole building has moved. Not just the roof.
And this is the part people underestimate. The big spruce isn't just heavy, it's violent when it hits. It can move a whole structure.
That big spruce can be, there's tons of weight, and when it hits, even a building can be crushed. Oh, 1550 worked well again. Yeah. Interesting job. Luckily it went quite nice. And with this kind of hangovers, hang-up trees work safely. They can manage or act on the way you can't even expect, because they are inside intentions. And they can kick you and you might lost your life. So be careful.
Lesson. When a storm tree is on a roof, assume it's loaded, trapped and waiting to move. Don't trust the first position you see. Check the root ball, read the compression and keep your body out of the kick zone. If you have to reach or cut backward, stop and reposition. That's how you stay alive.
There is, or at least when I left from the home, there was 11 Celsius degrees minus the temperature, and it's so cold. I have to use this. I don't know the English name. Instead of these kind of gloves. These are much more warmer because the fingers are together. I took these because there was only few minutes work left. But those are clumsy, or at least these are the first times I'm using those, so I have to get familiar with them again every winter.
Drop your glove setup in the comments, winter and summer. I'm always curious what other pros are using in the cold. Subscribe for the next Something's Off case. The dangerous ones are the ones that teach the most.